Yo, yo, it is Facebook Live Ask Jason question series. What the heck is that? Well, that's where people send a question right there, info@thriveal.com. And when they do, it's a strategic question somehow to identify how to run their firm better. That's what it is. It could be a question about anything. And Dominique has a cool question. How do you balance two partners wanting two different things? Well, I don't know, Dominique. No, that's not true. I have some thoughts on that subject. But first, we always want to say thank you to Bill.com. They are the sponsor of the Ask Jason question series. And we're so glad. We've been using them forever. And of course, they just announced they went public. They are killing it as a company. And it's because their platform is so amazing. Of course, they have just upgraded their platform. It's an AI-enabled platform. It learns how you work. It learns the digital data that you're pumping through that system. So that's the cool part of AI. And it's got a whole new design user interface, easier to find buttons. It's just an easier system to use with a lot of the changes they've made. Of course, we're a virtual firm, and we can't run controllership type clients without Bill.com. And so if you do client accounting services, controllership, if you're writing checks, I don't know why you're not on Bill.com. That's the platform you want to use. So thanks, Bill.com, for sponsoring the Ask Jason question series. Why? Because we can answer questions like Dominique's question, which is how do you balance two partners wanting two different things? That is such a good question. I guess there's just a couple of things we want to say as general principles, that if you have a partner and you're struggling with the things that each of you want, I guess it's also a good principle to understand that you never want the most 100% perfect thing, right? So when you go into a conversation with a partner about something you want that they don't, you're not going to ever be 100% complete and accurate, right? No human can. No human can predict the future. You can be 100% accurate about what you want, but you can't know if the thing you're completely sure about is 100% accurate or going to take place. And so that's the benefit of a partner. The partner brings attention. It brings a pulling, right? And that pulling to another side, that pulling to a different idea, is what balances your ideas and makes them better. I'm not saying it always feels that way. I know. I have a partner, and I've had a partner for many years, and we have to work through the balance and tension of trying to figure out, I want to go a certain way, and she may want to go a different way. Well, the balance and pulling is always going to lead to some kind of committed compromise, so that you can know the right path is the one typically that's agreed to by two people. Because you are void of all knowledge, 100% knowledge. You just don't know. So, Dominique, it depends from your question when you say, how do you balance two partners wanting two different things? It depends on what kind of arguments you're talking about. Arguments, I guess that's what you mean. There could be drastically life-based principles that you disagree about. And that may be the case. Or it may be what kind of accounting software to start using. I can't know the level from the question as to exactly what thing Dominique is working through or dealing with his partner. But it is true that you can't 100% know exactly what it is, the thing that you need to do in the future. So there's going to be some give and take in any kind of partnership. And maybe you would say the other one's not giving appropriately, and that may be the case too. But if you are partners, especially if you're legal partners, you really have a lot to do to try to work it out, right? And I'm not saying everybody can do that, but working out that partnership is often the goal. I would say my partner and I probably elevate our relationship above trying to get the decision made, and that's how we can stay partners, and we are going to stay partners forever. And by that I mean, the outcome of the decision we're trying to make probably in our minds is a little subservient to the relationship we have. That's the most primary thing to protect, so that we're going to give on something else to manage and care for the relationship in a certain way. Why? Because long term we get way more staying together and doing bigger things if we can work out some of the decisions along the way where neither one of us are going to get exactly what we want. So those are just some things to think about, Dominique. And I would say also another thing we've learned is that if you have a partner, one wants to do one thing, one wants to do the other, there's going to be that pulling and tension to actually get to the right balance of that thing, since every human is void of all 100% knowledge about what to do in any situation. That pulling, that tension feels hard and bad sometimes, right? And there's always pulling and tension in your life. Could be accountability, could be parent, daughter, kid, son. I mean, it could be husband, wife, could be partners. It could be a lot of things creating that tension. And a lot of times with two people who care about each other and the relationship is more important than the decision trying to be made, the tension is a good thing. And I believe tension is often, it feels bad, right? Because there's an angst to it. So tension's called bad, and I don't believe it is. Actually, the tension or a little bit of that stress that it causes is actually what forms you and stretches you into the person you're meant to be, though it's often uncomfortable. So, Dominique, we're hitting some philosophical relationship stuff. I hope some of that helps. I don't know what levels of things you're dealing with in your partnership again, but I hope some of those help you work through the tension, call that tension good, and get the best benefit out of those things in the future. So thank you so much for joining us on the Ask Jason Question series. And Dominique, thank you for your question. And you know, we're filling up our Future Firm groups. If you go to Thriveal.com /Future Firm groups, and there's a little button at the top of Thriveal.com you can click on. We're filling up our accountability groups. We meet every month, 1.5 hours online. My partner and I, Julie, lead that. And we go through various components. There's a 1.0 Foundations group, so 2.0 Advanced group for those that have gone through the 1.0 group that have some structure put into their creative company. We'd love you to consider joining. You can fill out a form there and let us know if you're interested. The groups are filling up fast, and we start in January, so we'll see you in January. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week and great holidays. We'll see you. Bye-bye.